Many U.S. politicians, Western and Israeli leaders call a nuclear-armed Iran the greatest danger to world peace.
An Iranian nuclear weapon is one of the most frightening things we have to confront for the future of every young person up here and every young person out there.
The greatest danger of all could soon be upon us. A militant Islamic regime armed with nuclear weapons.
The narrative by those who fear Iran most goes something like this. Iran is ruled by mad mullahs and a deranged president who are secretly building nuclear bombs and won't hesitate to use them. Therefore, they must be stopped, even if it means attacking Iran first.
But top U.S. military officials and analysts say the often frightening rhetoric doesn't always match the facts. One of the most alarming claims is that Iran poses an existential threat to U.S. ally Israel. That's a view called into question by top U.S. officials, including the nation's highest-ranking military officer, General Martin Dempsey.
I also understand that Israel has national interests that are unique to them, and of course they consider Iran to be an existential threat in a way that we have not concluded that Iran is an existential threat.
U.S. officials say they believe Iran is trying to develop nuclear capability that could lead to production of a nuclear weapon. Iran insists its program is for peaceful purposes, powering plants to generate electricity. Some analysts say the conflicting claims create an atmosphere of uncertainty that serves as a deterrent in a keep-em-guessing defense strategy.
Neither Washington nor the UN's nuclear watchdog have actually said Iran is building a bomb. But what if Iran had nukes?
U.S. officials and other analysts say they don't believe their leaders, widely seen by the West as extremists, are trigger-happy.
They haven't shown themselves to be suicidal. What's paramount for Iran's leadership is to remain in power. And so if you're a suicidal regime, you usually don't survive for 33 years.
When you observe Iranian behavior, does it strike you as highly irrational?
That is a great question, and I'll tell you that I've been confronting that question since I commanded Central Command in 2008. And we are of the opinion that the Iranian regime is a rational actor.
They have ambitions of grandeur, not ambitions of destruction.
But hasn't Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad said repeatedly he wants Israel wiped off the map? Yes, but despite his confrontational tone, neither he nor other leaders have threatened to directly wage war against Israel.
No, they've never used language that is as explicit as that. But they have talked in terms that are basically deny Israel's right to exist.
What Ahmadinejad initially said was misinterpreted, according to several analysts. They say he was not calling for an attack against Israel, but the ouster of its government in favor of one Palestinian state with Israel no longer recognized as a nation.
Iran has consistently rejected Israel's existence since the 1979 revolution, and they've supported groups like Hamas and Islamic Jihad and Hezbollah who agitate militarily against Israel. And for that reason, Israel fears that were Iran to acquire a nuclear weapon, it would simply embolden Iran to double down on these rejectionist groups.
It could also lead to a major shift in the balance of power, creating instability in what is already one of the world's most volatile regions.
And that's enough for Israel, the U.S., and their allies to be very worried. Reza Sayah, CNN, Islamabad.